Hi everyone, welcome to the Shelburne Multicultural Day. I'd like to thank each one of you for coming out and supporting the event and showcasing your diversity and your heritage in this community. Special thanks to our MPP, Ms. Sylvia Jones, for coming out and supporting our community in the event. Thank you to the media for coming out as well, and our sponsors for these awesome prizes, and the partnership with the library for this awesome event. Thank you, ladies. And our sponsor, our primary sponsor, Steve Bowles and his team. You're awesome in sponsoring this event. I'm so proud to host this event, and I truly feel that this will bring our community closer together by celebrating as a community as one. The event showcases cultural art pieces from our local schools, as well as foods from the different cultures making up our community. I would like to call Councillor Anderson and our MPP Sylvia Jones to say a few words.
Sure. Thank you. Hello everyone. Hello. It's an honor and a privilege to be here this afternoon on what is obviously a very important event for the community. I promise as politicians to keep my speech brief, if you want to call it a speech. But certainly we're grateful to be here to support this great community initiative. I want to thank Althea for spearheading this event, and certainly I want to thank also our MPP Sylvia Jones for being here. She's quite busy, so we really appreciate her time here as well. And I think it's fair to say, as elected officials, it's really important for us to make sure that everyone in the town feels represented, feels included in this great community. So that's our job, and we hope that we're doing that by starting events like this in the community. So it's just really my hope today that everybody here has a good time, enjoy the food, win a prize if you can, and really enjoy celebrating each other. Thank you very much.
We'll do musical chairs.
I'll just step away.
I was told I had 45 minutes. Oh, no. Don't panic. It's a pleasure to join you today on your kickoff first, and I hope annual, Multicultural Day in Shelburne. Thank you to the library and your team for hosting. The libraries in our communities are very much a place where we gather together and a place where we learn. And I think it is very appropriate that the first annual Multicultural Day is happening at the Shelburne Library. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.
I'd like to call up the library just to say a few words.
We're going to take advantage of the opportunity to tell you about a few of the things that we do here. So again, we're very pleased to be a partner here. It is an important day, and it's an important day for the community and for our library, and especially since we all believe that the library is the center and the hub and the heart of a community. So we hope that you feel that when you come here. And I'd like to let you know that as a library, we've tried to be proactive. We've tried to implement a number of things. For example, we're now open 7 days a week. Sunday afternoons particularly, hoping to be a time when families can come, because it's hard when you're working all day and you're commuting and so on to fit it in, but hoping that by being open 7 days a week, we're more accessible. We had a wonderful program last summer where we did I have to look at my notes here, ESL Conversation Circle program. And that was great conversation, daily vocabulary that people need, and that was for children and adults. And we were fortunate to have a multilingual student lead that. And again, Sylvia, I'll put a little plug in here. That's usually possible when we get a grant from either our provincial and or our federal governments, and we've been very fortunate to do that. So we already have information that we've got one grant for this summer. So look for more exciting programs, because that helps us make it happen. All you need is a library card. You just need to let us know where you live in town, and everything is free here. We have databases, Muzzy for children, other language databases, World Foods A to Z, that you can go up and look up recipes and so on, and all of those resources for you. But however, while it is your library, we also need you. Let us know what you need, what we can do to make this work for you, for your library. We're very approachable. I think you'll know that if you've been here. And if we don't have the resources, because I know a lot of you come from the city and say, oh, we have this, we have that. We have access to every library in Ontario to order resources. And that is a free service, again, due to our taxpayer dollars and so on, but it's there free and it's very seamless. And I think just like Jade, who is our teen services and interlibrary loan staff member here, to just say a few words of how easy it is for you. And thank you once again for coming.
So I just want to say hi also from the library. It's so great to see so many community members here. This is an event planned by community members for community members, and it's excellent to see you guys here. Like Rose was saying, we're the library and we are your library. We're here for you. So we always welcome ideas for you guys to come tell us what you want, whether that's programs or resources. And like Rose was saying, it's part of my responsibilities to be able to access these resources from other libraries for free for you. So all you have to do is just come in, fill out the form. It's very simple. I'd also like to let you know today is a great day for those of you who don't have a library card to get a library card. And while you're here, we'd be happy to give you a tour. Okay?
Thank you for coming. Okay, guys, I'd just like to let you know that we have a giant map here, and to grab a sticker and put it on the country where your families are originally from. This map will be showcased in Town Hall, right? Town Hall? Of course. So it'll showcase all our heritage. And please do leave a comment about the event in the comment box. And whenever you have a chance, fill out a raffle ticket and go ahead and enter in for some great prizes. I would like to now hand out the certificates for the different schools who participated in the event. Our students did an amazing job creating this incredible artwork in here. I was actually at Glenbrook, and I know we worked very hard with Mrs. Bax's class and with Mrs. DeLuca and Mrs. Mills' class. I went out to the high school as well, and honestly, they did a fantastic job. I am extremely, extremely proud of them. So if we can go ahead and hand out the certificates. Oh, sorry. Yes. Go ahead.
So just before we do just that, as you can see, our mayor is here, and he's going to take a few minutes, or a moment at least, to address all of you. I just want to say personally, I've worked obviously with the mayor since I've been appointed back in October, and when I first got appointed, it was the mayor that first reached out to me from council to sort of introduce me to sort of what politics is all about in town. Took me to Tim Hortons, the local Tim Hortons in town. It probably should have been Pete's. But we went to the Tim Hortons in any event, and I really appreciated that because he really made me feel comfortable. And this is what this event is about. It's about making all of us feel comfortable. He's supported a number of initiatives that we've put forward, including the diversity initiative. And so it gives me great pleasure to introduce our mayor, who really supports our community in the best way that he can. Please.
Well, thank you. So, I was just kind of popping in to say hi to Althea and congratulate her and express my thanks for her initiative to spearhead this event. So, you kind of got me on the spot, but you know, at the EDC breakfast the other day, and I know I talked to Kimberly about this already. I started on council 17 years ago, and when I started, we were a really small town, and I think 4,000 people, and now we're over 8,500, probably closer to 10. But when I was looking up the stats, when I started on council, there was 110 persons that were visible minorities in the town of Shelburne, and today we're up over 1,400. So not only is the town growing in our boundaries, but it's also days like today that allows us to grow in our diversity and intellectually as well. So I appreciate Althea and your group for putting this on. And with that, I'll just tiptoe over to the side. And thanks for having me. Really.
Thank you. Okay, so first off, I'd like to call up Mrs. Bax's class from Glenbrook.
Go be over there.
We got
Here
this.
we are.
Hi guys.
There's more of us usually.
We got Emmett, right?
Yeah,
Sorry. Sorry, I'm just putting. Who do we have here?
Fletcher.
This is exciting. Charlie's here actually. Okay, is that it?
And Fletcher. Do you have him? Fletcher Vandermeer. There you go.
Okay, guys, Fletcher. Here you go. Did you want to say hi to these guys? Do you want me to get say hi?
Probably not. Pretty intimidating.
Why don't you say hello? And we've got Emmett. Good job. Good job, my love.
Hey.
Good word. Did you want to say hello?
That's okay. I'm not gonna bite you.
No, you can wait.
How you doing?
Shake hands.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
And Olivia.
Here we go. Thank you. It's so good. Did you film?
Nope.
You know her.
Christina?
I think they know what politics is.
Good job. A little biased of my own.
You want to go shake hands too?
Congratulations.
Charlie.
Christina. Thank you so much.
That's yours to keep.
I'm trying to be fun.
We've had a lot of fun.
All right. Thank you so much.
Very well. That's great. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. I'd like to call up Mrs. Milne's class from Glenbrook, if anyone's here. If you'd like to come up over here. Anyone else? Toy? Toy, are you here? Toy, man. Toyanne, thank you so much, my love. You did amazing. You can say hello. Did you want to say hello? And this is Ethan. I'm not Mrs. I said this is Ethan. Did you want to say hello? We'll give them a handshake. Again, biased. He is my own.
Congratulations.
Which ones did you do?
I think it's
Very cool. How do you make the saves?
we put cardboard in the room. You can't tell the secrets. Okay, next I'd like to call up the students from Highland Heights Elementary School if you're here. Come on.
I don't think she did anything.
Did you do a class?
Unless you're having Miss Neswicky's class, but
What's her name?
Alba, but I don't, we just came. That's it.
You bet.
Just go say hi.
Strong handshake. Thank you so much.
Represent your school proudly. All right, any students here from Center Dufferin High School that did the crafts? Okay. And then we have Shelburne retirement residents.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Rose is not here yet. why don't we call up Randy to say a few words from the Shelburne Fire Department.
Hi, my name is Randy Narayan.
That's it.
My name is Randy Narayan. I'm part of the Shelburne District Fire Department. One of the things I want to, come on here and see everybody. I've been on the fire department 3 years. One of the great things about being on the fire department is being able to go out to the community and see the community that you actually work in and the community you serve. One of the things was when I started, I didn't realize the diversity in Shelburne. I remember going into my first alarm and I was like, I couldn't believe the Caribbean and African and Indian community we had here in Shelburne, and it's only grown since. One of the things the department likes to do is come out and support events like this. We like to break down a lot of barriers. To us, we're here for life safety. We're here to promote life safety. We don't see colors. I'm one of the 3-year firefighters. They've sent me to a lot of courses. I've done a lot of officer training, fire life safety training. They have me signed up to a lot of courses. They're very big on training the department in life safety. One of the main things I want to talk to you guys about today is smoke alarms and carbon monoxide alarms. It's a big thing for us. One of the #1 ways to prevent fires is fire education. And what we like to do is go out, see some of the homes when we're there, check the smoke alarms, make sure you guys have proper batteries in them. Simple things like changing the batteries and make sure your smoke alarms and carbon monoxide alarm works is half the battle right there. If you can get out of the house when those things are going off, that's a huge thing. I know growing up in Trinidad, we don't value things like that because our homes back home were made out of concrete. Here in Canada, they're not. They're made out of materials that will go up pretty quickly. So within a minute, your entire house could be engulfed, and we really want to prevent that from happening. If your alarms are going off, get out of the house right away. Call 911 when you're outside of the home, not inside. I know it's a Caribbean mentality to go back in the home and just turn off the alarm. Oh, maybe something was happening when I was cooking or microwaving. But you don't realize there might be a bigger issue going on. Sometimes it's a carbon monoxide detector going off. You're starting to feel sleepy. You're going to stay in the home, maybe have a coffee and think nothing of it until it's too late. So if your alarm is going off, it's better safe than sorry. Call the fire department and get us in there to check it with our instruments, and then we can clear it and you can go back inside. You're not going to get charged or fined. What you would do is you will get charged and fined if we do show up there and you don't have working alarms. So that's one of the things the chief just put out just recently in the media. So if we come to the home and you don't have working alarms and the batteries aren't functioning in it, there will be fines issued now because we've gone to so many homes and it's scary what could have happened if we didn't get there in time. So that's everything for me for now. Thank you very much.
I'd like to encourage you guys to just go around and check out the art pieces. We have our performance coming in shortly. We have, like I said, native drumming, and we have a poetry session from Rose and Samuels. I'd also like to call Ramandeepa, thank her for coming out to the event. She actually is wearing her traditional outfit. Maybe she could tell you a little bit about it. And she brought us some samosas today. Thank you so much, Randy.
Hello everybody, my name is Ramandeep Sidhu and I work in Shelburne Residence for 4 years now. And it's my pleasure to be here. Thank you very much, everybody.
Yeah, you go ahead and check out the foods and the different arts, and then I will let you know when the entertainment is here, or the performance is here. Thank you. Right, awesome. So if we have Sarah here, she is going to be doing a little bit of native drumming. It's an integral part of the Aboriginal culture. It's the it's the drum beat representing the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Not sure if Sarah's here. She might not be here yet. Sorry.
The next person.
Ani Gojo, that's Shelburne Women for Greetings. Hello. My name is Sarah Rogers.
I'll talk a little bit about the importance of Indigenous culture. My family on my dad's side is from Manitoulin Island, so that's where I picked up Chigging First Nation specifically. So that's where I picked up my drum. It was actually through a schooling program a few years ago. I did my Master's of Social Work in an Indigenous field of study, and we did a culture camp. So the first thing I did at this culture camp was make this drum. And through that program, I learned a couple of songs and learned a lot more about why drumming and song and ceremony is so important to the Indigenous culture. So some of it's sort of shared over there, but I just want to say that it's always been an integral part of Aboriginal cultures because it's felt that the drum beat represents the heartbeat of Mother Earth. It's also been important because it promotes cultural identity and strengthens ties to our traditional practices. It's a way for people to support one another in many aspects. And in Indigenous culture, we have a really holistic approach to wellness. So by that I mean when you're talking about wellness and health, we look at it from the physical realm, spiritual, emotional, and mental. And drumming is believed, and there's been a lot of research, to help have positive impacts on all four of those realms. I know that I found that when I was in circle, sitting in circle and drumming in circle. It's a little bit different when there's more people than it is with one, but it can be really powerful and it can be a really renewing experience. And yeah, so a couple of these songs that I learned are sadly part of a select few that have been passed down through generations. As many of you know, because of early settlers' sort of low opinion of the importance of song, ceremony, dance, powwows, a lot of things haven't been passed down from generations due to things like colonialism, residential schools, and the 60s scoop. So that's sort of what makes these songs a little bit more precious. The other piece I want to share is just that a lot of elders say that women always carried their drums with them, especially when they had their babies, when they were pregnant and when they had their babies, because it was a way to build connection, it was a way to soothe babies and sing lullabies, and that heartbeat, or that drum beat, connected them to sort of their mother's heartbeat and reminded them of that. So, and it was kind of ironic because when I started this program, I was pregnant with my third, so when I picked up my drum, I was just newly pregnant, and then had my baby and finished, and he was born a bit early, and so he was in the NICU, and so I'd often sing some of these songs that I'd learned to him, and felt that they soothed him, and it's sort of been a connection. He's always been a little bit more interested than the other two in the drumming. So I'll share a song with you, maybe two. We'll see how much time we have. I know we're a bit ahead of schedule, so just bear with me. Again, I'm usually in circle with a lot of people helping me out here, but so this first one is was the easiest one for me to learn. It's called the Cherokee Morning Song. So it's basically, again, about connecting with the Creator, giving gratitude for each new day, so it's sort of a morning song. And this is a song that I probably sang the most to my little guy. So yeah, we beat the drum 4 times to represent each direction, so north, south, east, west to start, and then I'll eventually start.